Again, prepares for some more Pokemon Violet fun stuff, and we're starting off with this fighting type raid because I am grinding out fighting type raid shards to turn my Tinglu into Tera Fighting. And as you can see, I have an Iron Thorns there because I've been training in Iron Thorns. But allow me to change my Pokemon because I've been training a few other things off screen as well, such as this Chi-Yu right here. The only thing I'm missing on this thing is a Focus Sash, and I looked it up. You're supposed to get it from a certain trainer. But other than that, or a certain NPC, I should say. This is a 4-star. We don't need to do anything extreme, if you will. So let us begin and destroy this Dene. Because my Chi-Yu knows Psychic, so that's why I'm using it. Well, Dedenne is far from the worst Pikachu clone, I'll give it that. Not half bad, though. I mean, it's no plus or minus bad. I'll give it that. And now everybody's special defense is meaningless. And your attack's been lowered, thanks to the power of a support Arcanine. As you can see the set that I have on Morning Blaze over here. It's gonna be a Focus Sash, Nasty Plot set. Hello, Aaron, how are you doing today? You came quite early as usual. Alright, Dedene's removing any negative effects. You don't have any negative effects on you. What was the point of that? It's Psychic again, that's all we need. Good to hear. Yeah, would you like to join in for a little bit? Everything's going just great. Christmas is almost here, and after I play some Splatoon 3, I've been a little lazy with Splatoon 3 lately, if you haven't noticed. But, after that, I'm gonna start shiny hunting Iron Bundle down in Area 0 as a nice little Christmas thing. I don't need to catch this, I'm just here for my fighting type shards. Which shiny was it? Let us all know. I mean, everybody be getting shinies. I think it's just because of how high the encounter rate is in this game. Makes you wonder. The encounter rate, I'd say, was fairly high in Sword and Shield as well. I wonder if there were any shiny Pokemon that most people just didn't run into. Nah, I don't want to give anybody any serious OCD, because then they'd start checking every single time they play that game with every single Pokemon they run into, and that's just not a healthy thing. Alright, I want this thing dead, because I'm gonna get me some Air Slash Shards for my Iron Moth. I mean, Hurricane's good, it's just super inaccurate, I don't want to, you know, rely on such a thing. And hey, it's Water-type Dugtrio. That is super bad. Now let me see other people's raids. You found a shiny Azumarill? Man, give it that huge power and let her rip on all your enemies. Ah, wait, there's a fighting type Mudstail right there. I was not paying attention. Oh, through the raid then. I thought you were talking about in Scarlet and Violet. Hey, you finally got a shiny through the raid dens. I think the only shinies I've ever gotten through that, which was like, again, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, was a shiny Stack Attacka and a shiny Rabombi that I found. Though, because of how I thought of it at the time, I actually ended up giving up that shiny Rabombi for a Tapu Koko that I caught, because I thought I'd only have one chance to keep that Tapu Koko, but I was wrong. Whatever, it's fine. Well, Cutie Fly doesn't exist in this game, so I don't need to worry about that. Alright. You're Tera Fighting. So, I guess, Annihilate will do the best. In case you have any fighting type moves, which Mudstail does learn. I mean, hey, you still got yourself a shiny out of the deal. It's better than having no shiny, period. Oh, help has arrived. Now you got a full party to raid with. Jeez, we were missing one person. Sap Sipper, which actually, honestly, I'd argue Sap Sipper was a bit better pre-Gen 5 or pre-Gen 6, because now it being a fairy type, it has an extra weakness to poison. Because back then, its only weakness would have been electric. And I know I've stated this in previous episodes before, but you know the item like Absorb Bulb, Luminous Moss, and Cell Battery, right? In my opinion, those items should be buffed at some point in the future, which I'm surprised they haven't done yet. Those items have been around, well, with the exception of the Luminous Moss, those items have been around since Gen 5. Luminous Moss wasn't until Gen 6. But, how they should work is that they should draw in electric/water type moves and make you immune to them, but it's still one use. That, at least for the time, it would kind of work a little bit like Air Balloon in some ways. That, in my opinion, would make those items way better and way more usable. But they just didn't do that. Just makes no sense to me. And bounce. Get like Ice Punch and Superpower on there, man. Alright, the second and only bulk up I'll use unless he lowers my stats. And let us use Raid Fist. Yeah, I said Raid Fist. That's the new move now. It's got base 500 power and it never misses and it always crits. That's a meme move, I call it. We need something like that, the meme moves. Man, look how much that did. With each attack, I only get infinitely stronger, Mudsdale. And mild nature. Man, there's nothing mild about a zoom roll. I mean, let me not tell you how to use your Pokemon, but, adamant nature. All the attack you can get. I always wanted to run a Sap Sipper or a Zoom Roll, actually. I might run that at some point. I mean, I know Huge Power is infinitely better in pretty much every way, but I don't know, Sap Sipper would be fun, especially in the pre-Gen 6 days. Personally, I think I'd rather do that when I'm inevitably playing Black and White 2 on this channel. And I'm about to be sitting here grinding like crazy just to beat those battle facilities. Again, it's seriously how EV grinding was back in those days and IV stuff and whatnot. About to make me appreciate how EV things are nowadays. Ever since Gen 6 onward, don't need to breed anymore, just grind a bit, that's it. I mean, at least till we get some DLC, it'll probably be a little harder in this game than it was in Sword and Shield's DLC, but whatever. Now that's defense lowering, special attack raising. You might be thinking, modest. That lowers attack but raises special attack. Alright, Tera Rage Fist. I think his name should have been Shade Fist, but whatever, Rage Fist works just as fine. I get it because Annihilip's an angry dude. He needs some anger management classes. And now here comes the world's strongest Rage Fist. This is my true power. Yep, goodbye, shield. You won't be missed. I mean, its attack and speed stats are pretty low. That's often why Huge Power is often so run. Because what am I call it? At level 50, it's max. If you assuming you have max attack IVs, an attack raising nature, preferably adamant, and max EVs and attack, it's what do we call it? Its full attack stat will be, I believe, 112. And because of Huge Power, that doubles to 224. If you were to have Huge Power on this Azumarill, it would be base. Not base. Its attack stat would become 180. And because I'm such a Mudsdale sucker, okay, that sounded so wrong. But, because I'm a sucker for Mudsdale, I'm gonna get it into this Great Ball. And it better have stamina, which I don't think it did. Yeah, no, its defense didn't raise every time we hit it. Well, that's what ability capsules are for. And it does get a lot of fighting type moves. In my opinion, Mudsdale should have been the first ground fighting type, but at least we could wait for Great Tusk, which was so worth the wait. Who doesn't like Great Tusk? Alright, I only got 2 fighting gems from that. I should have somewhere in the mid-30s now with that. And hey, if you notice, there's also new Delibird events going on. I just noticed this last night. Nice little Christmas thing before the Cinderace event comes out. Yeah, I think that's more of a Hackmon thing on, like, Pokemon Showdown and whatnot, it having huge power, which, do you know Pimp Knight? I don't know if you watch, his channel, where he does a lot of, ooh, hey, the Fire-type Tauros, we need that. Come on, please be available, and it's Flying-type, too, I can get some Flying-type gems. 2 birds with 1 literal stone. But, what was I saying? Do you happen to know the channel Pimp Knight, where he does, oh, you don't know who that is? No, you should watch him. He does a lot of Wi-Fi battles and stuff with themed teams and a lot of meme team movesets. And a lot of sweeps, too. Like, I remember he did some sort of Caterpie sweep back in the Gen 7 days. Heck yeah, I think his most viewed video is like a Magikarp sweep back in Pokemon Black and White. And what were we against? A flying type again? Alright. Miraidon's the best for this. Hey, you should go look him up. Let me type his name in the comments here. There it is. Just type it just like that. And you should be able to find his channel. I mean, I am subscribed to him, just haven't watched him in a while. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't watched him in a while, just haven't watched most of his videos lately. Alright, time to get the Fire Bowl that I've been waiting for. And hey, look at that, finally a starter Pokemon that isn't a fire fighting type, even though I honestly wouldn't be mad about that. You know what I just realized too, actually? With the exception of Delphox and Skeledirge, every fully evolved fire starter since Endboar kinda looks like it could be fire fighting type. Like both Incineroar and Cinderace kinda look like they could be fire fighting type. And I know a lot of people don't like that. Oh, too bad firefighting is a good typing. Y'all just a bunch of babies. I know, because 3 firefighting types in a row, and all 3 of them are awesome, including Emboar. Let me stop obsessing. Alright, Tauros put up the shield, however, its defenses are lowered. Oh, because of it being flying, that makes it immune to ground, actually. Which is very good. You know what Tera Raid thing well, this might have looked a little dumb, probably looked like the high NTS from Xenoblade. But instead, I think the flying type Tera Crown should have been maybe a set of wings instead of a thing of balloons. That would have been cool. Get that shield out of here. Okay, not quite yet. I keep lowering your defenses and just making yourself easier to kill. And also, I think the Azumarill might have put up the rain. I mean, it will use fire type moves. Oh, you looked up his channel real fast. Oh wait, you're on Violet. Never mind. But yeah, let's get done with this raid and we'll connect for a bit. Actually, I wonder if these Tauroses are breedable, and they don't just result into normal Paldean Tauros. And I'm dead, but that's okay. Kinda wish the shield lowered its defense and special defense like it did in Sword and Shield. Or just, even not by 2 stages, it could just be by 1 stage. And also, did you happen to get a bit farther in the game? Because we can also do 6-star raids. Alright, and now Fire-type Tauros, you're mine. In this ball. Gotta make a team around the Paldean Tauroses. They're really cool. Should have been a grass fighting type one too to round things out. Oh, alright. I mean, it's nice that you can do 5-star raids, so we're not that limited anymore. Alright, 3 flying shards. I almost said fire. And now I have another elusive Mon. And I think I have the perfect name for you as well. Which item is it? Toro Blaze. You're looking for Sinisty chips. You'd have to go near the Psychic type town, which I forgot what it was called. I'm about to go look it up on my map real fast. Because I know Sinisties are found around there. Slash Poltergeists. Which that, Pokemon range is like level in the mid-40s, I believe. Which isn't far off. I'd say around that level. Let's see, where is that town? It's around the Wastelandish area around here. Right... Where is it? That's not it. Yeah, here it is. It should be this town right here. I think that's not a town. No, here it is. This is the town. Alfornada. Just search for Sinisties around here. Heck, I'll even go up here just to show you. Did you say your Corviknight's level 42 at least? You should be just fine, especially against a bunch of Sinisties. Though there are Bayonets up here, and I think Fur Giraffes up here. Just be a little careful. And Dash Buns, which look awfully tasty. Yep, see right here, a Sinisty. Dead. Give me them Sinisty chips. And Clef Keys. I've been hearing an awful lot about Murkrows being in competitive. A lot more than they were originally. I think this is the first time we've seen this much activity with Murkrow, I think, since Gen 5. Which is crazy. Alright, give me them attack EVs, even though you don't give attack EVs. Which is why I have Mecha Giant out here, and I do have his air balloon, I'm just not going to use it just yet. No, wait, what happened? Yes, there are Gothoritas up here. Alright, and this flying type, Annihilape is available. It's fine, you can always catch another one. There are plenty of those Gothoritas up there. Honestly, of all psychic types, I would have preferred the Solosis line. I really like Reuniclus. Tell me how it doesn't look like it just wants to give you a big hug. But why would they bring back Gothitelle? I really hope Reuniclus comes back in some sort of DLC. And better, Game Freak. You better be watching Game Freak because I know it will be there. Electro Drift. But it failed. You loser. No shield, Annihilape. Ow! Why? Did you see how much that did? I told you, man, Annihilape was crazy. I was fighting another one of these earlier today. And I lost to it. I forgot what Tera type it was. But, it was just so strong. I told you, man, don't mess with Annihilape. He will ruin you, dude. Yeah, you get on the wrong side of the bed with Annihilape. Oh, man, you might not come back alive. You'll find the Sinisties, just keep looking. I found them pretty easily myself just then. Alright, let's see this Annihilate knock me out, and then I'm gonna Terrestrialize. Yes, keep making yourself easier to kill, dude. What is this? How did that happen? It's always annoying how the timer just goes down like that. And we're taking down its HP so quickly as well, and it's just not. Now, Sylveon, pick it up, man. If you have an ability patch, you can get Pixelate. Fairy type Hyper Beams are the best. Cameraman, Hyper Beam's a good move. Actually, maybe that should be the question today. Are moves like Hyper Beam and Giga Impact a good move to you? Yes, it is. I like the high power those moves give. I mean, I get why they're not often used, but man, you gotta give those moves a little love, you know? And imagine if those moves worked how they did back in Gen 1, it would be absolutely busted. Now, let's take this, you know, flying type Delibird instead. See? Oh, other people agree with me that Hyper Beam is a good move. And Giga Impact and whatnot. And speaking of fairy type Hyper Beam, I always wonder if different types of Hyper Beams would be a different color. There you go, you found one. Like a pink Hyper Beam out of a Sylveon. Like, honestly, I think Pokemon Masters should have done something like that when certain sync pairs have the shift passive skills. That's a funny way of saying abilities. That would have been a nice little attention to detail if they did something like that. I mean, hey, like with the move Techno Blast when Genesect uses it, depending on one of the 5 types it can be. Which, hey, thanks to Terrestrialization, Genesect can now get stab moves on Techno Blast, or stab damage on Techno Blast. Probably something it's really been longing for, but anyways, like in that one Pokemon movie, what we call UT Legends Awakened, I believe it's called. The different Genesects do have different colored Techno Blasts, which I like, even though the normal type one is weirdly purple and black, like it's ghost type. That makes no sense. That one doesn't make much sense to me, but even then. As I know what you're talking about, and why are my Pokemon not showing up down there? Alright, anyways. Alright, we're against a Fire-type Grimmsnarl, that's what we are dealing with. Why don't I get in here with Great Tusky Boy? The greatest of tusks. The tusks are so great you could sell them for a high price. And get like a few $1 million off of them. Oh, fuck off. How did this happen? It's a good thing the game autosaves. Yeah, so you got them Sinistea chips. Might I ask why you're getting Sinistea chips? Probably to get Charcadet's evolution, right? Into Ceruledge. Alright, let us connect to the internet again because technology's being weird. Alright, Blissey. It better be available. Too bad Blissey doesn't give as much EXP candies like it did in Sword and Shield. And yet people clamor for Blissies, weirdly enough. The bloody Murkrows. And who knows, you might get lucky and go one with Prankster. Then you can dominate competitive Pokemon with taunts and Clash. And I don't know, Feather Dance or something, I don't know what else they use. And you can make it Eviolite because it ain't evolved. I don't care what anyone says, Honchkrow is better in competitive. Because Moxie Honchkrow, I'll take that over Prankster Murkrow any day of the week. And I probably just annoyed some competitive player out there. Yeah, I get it. Especially, Honchkrow. The head honcho crow out here. He's the head honcho for crying out loud. Show him some respect. Yeah, if anyone's ever a mob boss out there, just use a Honchkrow as your head honcho Pokemon. I get it. Anyone hear those, drum beats in their head when I just said that? But, seems like the perfect boss for a Mafia group. I mean, we've technically already got that Giovanni in the entirety of Team Rocket. Now let's use Metal God. And hopefully he doesn't copy me. That or copies that, Sylveon sitting there. Well, what happened? Let me guess, you got yourself a shiny, Sinistea. Or Sinistea. I'm about to start calling it that now, Sinistea. Hey, go ahead and get it real fast. I always thought that Midnight Light Rock should have been Rock Dark type. Well, Midday could have been Rock Normal type, and Dusk could have been Rock Fighting type. I mean, that means it wouldn't be quad weak to fighting like the other ones are, but still. That's just what I always thought. Yep, and we interrupt Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to bring you... Dude, just transform into Ditto! Are you serious? Well, time to end your misery, but anyways, we interrupt Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to bring you Among Us, and I'm totally not salty that I still haven't played that game yet. I think I gave up my Ditto for a Roaring Moon at some point in the past, so... Great Ball. And it's clipping through the ground. Smart. Ditto Goo, whatever the frick I'm gonna use that for. I mean, I know it's been around since, well, it's been around since 2018, didn't get popular until 2020, but... I mean, I already have the Game Pass version, just never got the chance to play it. Because I just don't have a set of people to play it with. That's all. Alright, Dragon type Gilmora is looking pretty cool. Why not? Get that Focus Sash on a Gilmora. Get Spikes and Stealth Rocks on there. Toxic Debris. And that's all you need. Just get them entry hazards up. You can get so many hazards up in just 2 turns. I wasn't able to join. Alright. Let's just see what randomness we get. And we've hit the half-hour mark. I think I should start doing this now, like some other YouTubers are doing. If you happen to be watching on YouTube and you made it this far, please give us a subscribe. My goal is 50 subscribers, and I'm almost at it. And congratulations to your midnight Lycanrook. Now, sucker punch your enemies with it. Which you can learn. I think just through level up, even. Alright. Maybe... just fight stuff for a bit. Bombardier. Dumb typing. Design is eh. That its name is real good. Like we don't already have too many dark flying types out here. Alright, let us fight this trainer. Behold these muscles! Okay, dude. I built up these muscles by making a trip to the gym. My brilliant brawn will surely lead me to victory. I mean, you know, you could just... I'm like a 10-year-old child. You could beat me up and run away with my money and my Pokemon. Actually, why am I... It doesn't matter. It didn't matter. You didn't live. My massive musculature missiled me. Alright, my man, go to the gym again. You need it. Alright, any ground, flying, or fighting type raids around here? Now, there's a ground type one up there. Let's see if we can make it to the destination. I almost want to fight that whole horde of Go-Goats sitting there. Oh, why don't I fight this trainer instead? I think you need 10 though. You can keep looking. Which I think gives attack EVs. It's a tumbleweed with a face. Just 3 more. How do you... what? Okay, how do you climb into the sky? Yeah, without severely hurting yourself, that is. Yeah, give me go there and this nimble. Alright, Oinkalage or whatever, however you're supposed to pronounce that. This thing sucks. At least Double had some decent bulk. And I'm almost done training my Iron Bundle as well. That's why I've been grinding Terra Ground Gems, because I want to make my Iron Bundle Terra Ground type to really fuck around with electric types, as I do in Pokemon Showdown. Because one time I ran into a Miraidon on there, I Terra Grounded with my Iron Bundle, and fucked it over with a Ground type Terra Blast. It was great. Does it? Either that or it could just be low poly. And headlong rush. Get off my screen. This thing sucks. It's bad, don't use it. Man, why would they bring back Bayonet and not Duskull and Dusclops? Well, then again, Duskull was in both Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus, so that's probably why. But Dusclops is cooler. Alright. Anything else? I don't need fairy types. Alright, not seeing any fighting, flying, or ground type raids out here. I see an awful lot of electric type raids, though. Why are there so many? The hell? There's another ground type one up here. Why don't we go up here real fast? Well, and the Scyther population was saved. And a Magneton is what we're up against. Fine by me. Allow me to show you the not-so-true power of my Iron Bundle. Alright, full powered Hydro Pump. The Tera Ground type Magnezone does sound pretty cool. Hey, guess what? Your ancestor was a ground type, even though that shouldn't make any sense. That was another thing that a lot of people had problems with the past historic ones. How a lot of them are the pre-evolution of Pokemon that has 2 or 3 stage evolution, like Misdreavus, Magnemite, and Magneton, and Jigglypuff. But it could have easily been Wigglytuff, Magnezone, and Miss Magius, respectively. Which is just strange how they didn't do that. Now, I'm about to end things off, though, because I want to go to a store before I go to work later. Hey, if you want to come by later today when I'm either streaming this or Splatoon 3 and we can do something like that, yes we can, okay? Alrighty. And as I just stated, we shall end things off right here and now. Thank you everyone. Oh, it disappeared. Alright. But, sorry about that happening. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching this edition of Pokemon Violet Fun Stuff, as well as thank you, Aaron, for joining me once again. If you enjoyed and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, hit one of the videos you see on screen right now, and hit that bell button for more. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you next time for when we do Splatoon 3 and Shiny Hunt Iron Bundle. See you there.